All right, let's get into aliens and reverse engineering and the mothership that's supposedly shown by the Pentagon around Halloween weekend. That is supposedly a fake image, and this is part of planting those seeds for the deception that's going to be playing in your world as the reality and the real stuff shows. The people aren't going to buy into it because they've already been shown that all these other ones are fake. All right, so it's setting up the boy who cries wolf, but the wolf is really coming. It's just that time the wolf gets here, everybody's already done listening and they're done watching for the wolf and all these other things. Okay, so this is where I'm trying to put together a reality, and I know how end times goes, and I know how end times is taught, and I know the ins and outs of things. And as I've been waiting for this game my whole life, all right? And when the trumpets sounded and the world shut down, I took my place at the table and I rose up and I saw what game was being played. And it's just a matter of figuring it all out and putting it all together. And I've had to make my own legend, basically, in order to play this game that is here now. And that's what I've laid out on my channel for all of you to understand. And if you have, that's just a fraction of what goes on up here, because I can't put down everything or what this has already been basically a part-time job that I'm doing for free for years and years to spread a message that nobody wants to hear, and the church supposedly wants to hear it, but they don't want to hear it from the prophets or from the Jesus that's shining within the sons of God that are coming to spread the message of the new heaven and earth that's here, to break down the old and to bring in the new. And that new covenant the church doesn't want to hear, because then they're going to have to close down their doors. Okay, it's very, very simple. I've contacted many churches, many pastors, many podcasts. They all turn a blind eye. The one podcast that I was able to go on, the Italian radio show, I put that out on my own channel, but he ended up not even releasing it. So the drones, the drone wars, the mothership, the technology we have in our world today, it can be reverse engineered in a few different ways. And it can be literal, or it can be spiritual, through the light, through us going into these timestamps, through the stars and the ages of earth going through. And the sky is a clock. And as it's clock, we're on that great reset that we're told. And the Christmas star is shown, the Star of Bethlehem, all these different stars are shown in a stack. And you're at the 24 of the millennium, 24/7, and the 47 election, the 48, 1948, to the 48 of Elvis being dead, to the 48 of the 48th presidency. Okay, that's where that is real. That is real. They believe the real that's put out before them. The movie, and V for victory, Vic. The Indian bread. You had the butler already. Now you get the baker. And the baker's where you've been. You've had that cookie cutter lifestyle. They've got you all formed and molded. Well, now you're about to go in the oven. The phones, we've gone into these things in the past. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but the phones and the AI and all these things can be connecting us to that mothership. When we die, this light goes from here back up to the mothership, and you live in Mother Earth. Okay? And God is male and female and neutral. It's all things. God is light. We are the lampstand. We are the sons of God. That sun is inside of us. That sun that makes this world, that light up there, that light is in us. And that light attracts this world, just like it attracts this thing when the projection condenses on itself and creates matter, because we are all condensed. Everything you look at is condensed light. We're all connected light beings. Okay, so whether you eat animals or plants, you're eating a living life organism of God. Okay, it is all there for us to consume. However, we have that ultra process that goes with the ultra sounds, and then that vitamin K shot in the ear, shot in the arm when you're birthed. And that vitamin K shot for the birth of the man-child is for the election 47. Okay? Over and out. Open, close, 24/7. Going into the 48. Second day. It's when things get dark. If you don't even know you're in the second day, and that's where things are actually looking a little light, because you've been waiting for because you've been in the darkness, and the people that are in the old world, the old age, they're now going to realize they are in the second day. So that means it's going to be dark for them, because they have no clue where they are. They just landed on Mars. In a matter of speaking, then you go back into your cells. That's the buy and sell. That's your homes and different stacks on the buy and sell. But the mothership, the drones, we could have an attack, the drone wars, the clone wars, the Lone Star State, all these things go together, but we could have that so-called illegal mothership over Texas or Kansas or whatever kind of thing, and they release attack drones on America. And that would be like a play of aliens, because you know these drones and things coming out, or when they got these flying or whatever, it looks like the aliens that were shown in the movies and those types of things. So this is where like a parallel of the movies and real life is merging, and then eventually we would see disc over everything, and then the mothership and whatever, and the mothership would be tied to that New Jerusalem, and that would be shown and then shining down, and then the sons of God would have access in and out of that mothership or whatever. This would be like that literal hard vision where we could see these things like in 2030 or whatever. You see the disc over everything one time, and then maybe 6 months or 4 years later, or a time span's a little later, then you'll have the mothership show up, and then it will come down, and that's where you get like Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy, and the number 42, and Biden's 42, and the 4 and 20 elders, and all those things going on. Anyways, folks, don't be surprised at that kind of thing. And then we go into a whole new age of man. The mothership's here for however long, and then eventually it goes back up. And then we do everything, start a new age, okay? But gotta end it here.